Hello, my good and nerdy people. It is your Normie Sensei Master Crunch here with Normies Nerds. When we take Normies and turn them into nerds. Look, we got a great show tonight. Rumors and leaks about Hawkeye and it being framed around Christmas time. You know what other MCU project that's coming up that's around Christmas, that's supposed to be around Christmas time as well? Spider-Man No Way Home. Are those two connected? I think they are. We're going to be going over that tonight, as well as Riri, and Val. You know, Felicia DeFontaine or whatever her long ass name is going to be in Black Panther, Wakanda Forever. Let's talk about how those two things can be connected, and then we got to sneak in that Daniel Rickman tweet about the MCU wanting Josh Brolin to be Cable. Thanos, the man who plays Thanos, they want him to be Cable in the MCU. All those things and more nerdy conversations coming up tonight here in the dojo. Again, I am your Normie Sensei Master Crunch here at Normies Nerds, where we take Normies, bring them into the dojo here, and turn them into nerds. Make sure you drop a like and subscribe to the channel, because we are on the grind to 250 subs. And hello, if you're watching this on a replay, drop a comment to let me know you are here. But first things first, I want to go ahead and say what's up to my folks who are in here in the building already. Like King James, what's going on, bro? Thanks for dropping in here. It's your first time here. Make sure you drop a like and subscribe. Thank you for stopping by. And then also Felicity, the #1 moderator on YouTube. Was up, homegirl? And Hot's Holocrons. How's it going, my guy? Scotty? How's it going, Scotty? What's going on, man? What's going on? So look, let's go ahead and you know how we do. We change the mood very quickly and get right into the topics here. So let's go ahead and do that good stuff. For my there we go. There we go. Yeah, how y'all doing on this one? Doing good? I'm doing good. I'm doing good. I hope you all are doing good as well. It is a very beautiful and great Monday. And you know, it's a little bit of me stalling until I get my screen up and everything right on the screen here. Alright, cool. So yeah, the news. We got some news today that that Hawkeye is going to be set in Christmas time. It says producers promises Christmas spirit in Jeremy Renner's Disney Plus series. So let's go ahead and step out here into the training grounds so we can talk more about this. It's not even a rumor. It's coming from the executive producer. Let's go ahead and hop out here into the training grounds. We're going to read a little bit of this article. So it says, "What if with 3 episodes of What If having already aired, eager viewers are excitedly waiting for Hawkeye, the next Disney Plus series from Marvel Studios." All right, so that's just going to be a little intro. I'm just going to go ahead and jump down to the meat and potatoes of the article on the direct as well. It says, according to new info from TV Guide magazine regarding the new series via Reddit, Hawkeye will take place around Christmas time and will feature a holiday theme. The magazine goes so far as calling the series a holiday tale set in snowy New York City. Haley Steinfeld's character, Kate Bishop, will be a mega fan of the bow-slinging Avenger who's been training to fight like him, and he will take her under his wing. The article alludes to the comic runs by Mac Fraction and David Aja as influencing the series, and points to the show being equal parts action and deep conversations between Jeremy Renner's Clint and Kate. Series producer Tran specifically noted that the unique relationship between Clint and Kate in the MCU, quote, Kate is looking for ways to implement those training skills that when she runs into Clint, who has no idea who she is and doesn't really understand her obsession with him. Tran also promised that it will be grounded and funny, packed to the brim with Christmas spirit, like that comic run. All right, so I'm gonna scroll down here. I don't think they had too much more on there, but let's just go ahead and knock this out. Marvel will obviously have their own spin on the story, which is likely where Yelena Belova and the rumored Wilson Fisk will come into play. It'll also be interesting to see how Marvel will weave the backdrop of Christmas into the story, given that the show takes place after the events of Avengers Endgame. This means that the world will be celebrating their first holiday season since the return of those erased by Thanos, will surely be an emotional time in the MCU, and hopefully Hawkeye will play into that. Perhaps Clint's reason for training a successor is his desire to spend time with the family he thought he lost forever. It will be interesting. It will be an interesting angle that is very fitting with fans that we have seen over on the screen over the years. Now let's go ahead and hop back out here into the dojo. What do you guys think about that? Oh, we got some new people popping up in here. Green Bear, Mr. Ratcatcher 2. What is going on? Trinity, what's popping, my man? What is going on, y'all? So look, let me look at this poll. I'm thinking, all right, look, I read this article and I didn't spend much time. It didn't take me much time to really get into the thought that this is very much related. It could be very well connected to No Way Home. Now, if you guys remember, when that Kingpin news came out, we did a stream here. And during that stream, I talked about how the fact that Kingpin is being rumored to be in Hawkeye could be very well connected to not only just the multiverse, but also to Spider-Man No Way Home. So here are a couple reasons. I want to get into speculation here, but first let me look at this poll. We got 10 votes in here so far, which, come on guys, we got 10 votes. What's up, Jason Strope? Daniel Fisher, how's it going? Welcome back from vacay. We got 10 votes, guys, and 7 likes. That's kind of off. Those numbers aren't quite adding up. I gotta hold myself out for these likes. But no, I have like 3 reasons, okay, why I think Hawkeye and Spider-Man No Way Home have a very deep connection with each other and can really come into play. And like, I've already felt this, already stated out how I think Kingpin, and I'll go into it some more, how I think Kingpin can come into play. And I think that theory that I have there has kind of evolved since the No Way Home trailer had come out. Because if you remember correctly, my thoughts when that Kingpin news came out was that Kingpin could be the one who accidentally got into the multiverse first and then is bringing in these villains into the universe. But no, I think it's a bit more flip-flop, and I think it's kind of more to what you all were thinking in the chat when we were in that stream. But let's go ahead and get into reason number 1. Reason number 1 why I think these two are connected is because the connection of time and place, right? Time and place. Because we have Christmas being set up in No Way Home, and it's clear they're saying we have not only a Christmas story being told in the Hawkeye series, but it is a Christmas story being told in New York. Okay? So at the same time, these two are going to be going through their conflicts. These two are going to be going through their issues around the same time in New York. In the midst of all of this multiversal stuff and the multiversal implications that are being put in place with Spider-Man No Way Home. So if we connect those two, what's going on, Star Wars MCU OG? Excited for Hawkeye, says King James. I am too, man. Especially if Kingpin is in it. Yeah, my excitement is getting very far up there. But we have these two happening at the same time, and it doesn't take much to put 2 and 2 together. These two are going to be in New York. Now, you can look at it and say, well, Kendall, Falcon and the Winter Soldier happened in New York, and Spider-Man was nowhere to be found, and there's no clear indication that those two met up. But here we see that Spider-Man and the Spider-Man No Way Home and Hawkeye are going to be going through their conflicts at the same time in New York in Christmas. And to me, what's going on, Mike Porter? And to me, that is just like an obvious tie-in and connection that, hey, these two things are going to be connected. That these two things, like, whether or not, like, yeah, I'm not saying you're going to see Spider-Man and Hawkeye. That is in no way of what I'm saying. But what I am saying is that there are going to be some things that could be happening in Hawkeye that are a result of what goes down in Spider-Man No Way Home. So let's look at this. Hawkeye comes out on November 24th, right? Comes out November 24th, and we have 6 episodes, your typical 6 episode run, and that's 6 weeks. So halfway through, we will get to the drop of Spider-Man No Way Home, right? So about that 3-week mark, which will be a great week for nerds. You will get around episode 3. Spider-Man No Way Home is going to drop between episode 3 and episode 4. In my time in this, right? So the second reason why I think these two things are connected is because I think we'll be getting our first dose of Disney Plus and the movies actually interweaving, and maybe the movies playing a part in the series, right? The rumor is, this is a rumor and leak. Well, first off, Kingpin being in Hawkeye is a straight up rumor, right? Kingpin being in Hawkeye is a straight up rumor. But the even deeper cut of that rumor is that Kingpin is going to show up in Hawkeye around episode 5, episode 6. So what does that mean? That means that after Spider-Man No Way Home, which we already, here's what we know about No Way Home. We got the villains coming in from No Way Home. We allegedly have Matt Murdock in No Way Home, right? Allegedly, we have Matt Murdock in No Way Home. So these villains and everybody coming in through the multiverse in No Way Home, it could be very much connected as to what could go down. Because like I said, No Way, if you look at the dates, we have episode 3 going down. Between episode 3 and episode 4, No Way Home is going to come out. And there, the multiverse is going to break. These characters are going to be coming into the MCU. Now, Charlie Cox Daredevil, that guy is already allegedly, the alleged Daredevil, alleged Charlie Cox, is already in the multiverse before Peter Parker does his spell, right? He's already in the universe, what have you. But where this really could get dicey and tricky is if, say in Multiverse of Madness, say it was pretty much a Multiverse of Madness with No Way Home, but say in No Way Home that we get in between episode 3 and 4 of the Hawkeye series, say in No Way Home, these villains actually do come into the MCU, do come into the sacred timeline of which we watch and follow and know and love. Say that happens. If the rumor is that Vincent D'Onofrio's Kingpin will be coming into Hawkeye in around episode 5 and 6, let's do some very cool storytelling, right? And I think that this will be a very big stab at something that Disney Plus could take a swing for the fence at, and I think Disney Plus could knock it out of the park with this, is that if they tie in the event of these villains being sucked into the MCU into the series. Because look, we will, by the time episode 5 comes out, we would have about a week and a half to go see Spider-Man No Way Home. So Spider-Man No Way Home would have been out. People would have had time to see it, and they get the implications of Spider-Man No Way Home of some of these related characters and villains being pulled into the universe. So let's tie that together with, say, maybe 2 weeks later. I think 2 weeks, let me know, guys, like, do you think 2 weeks? I think like a week and a half to 2 weeks is a perfect amount of time to give people time to go see it and to give folks who take the time. Here's the thing. It doesn't have to be everybody. You don't have to watch Hawkeye. 2, you don't have to go watch No Way Home. Whoever's not going to go watch No Way Home, you don't have to go do that to be able to enjoy it. But to be able to understand how a Kingpin can end up in the sacred timeline, No Way Home could be a great way to explain that before we even get to the series, right? So before we even get to that in the series, No Way Home is kind of explaining that, and then next thing you know, we have Kingpin popping up in our sacred timeline. And that's my third point here, is Kingpin. This is why I definitely think they're connected, because Fourth Wall Break, make sure you go check out my man. It's Green Bear, but it's the same, man. Make sure you go check out Fourth Wall Break. He does some dope stuff over there. And yeah, he's on my list. I got a list of folks that I need to get in the channel, and Green Bear and Fourth Wall Break is one of them. But getting back to my point here, was Kingpin being that character, being what people call, how I should say, maybe a tie-in between what we've seen in the Netflix universe, which honestly, I'm so glad we got Vincent D'Onofrio back. So glad we got Charlie Cox back. Season 1 and season 2 of Daredevil were dope as hell. Dope as hell. If anything was going to make it over into the MCU, I'm glad those two made it, because they were honestly dope. I know people love Bernthal, but I enjoy Matt Murdock and Wilson Fisk, those two, a little bit more than Bernthal. So And make sure you drop a like and subscribe in here. I see we got 10 people in here, but we don't have 10 likes. So make sure you drop a like and subscribe in here. But we have Kingpin coming into our universe, and it's just, to me, it would be a beautiful masterpiece, right? Let me know in the chat. Would you guys be down with it if they let the actual events of No Way Home impact the series of of Hawkeye as it is ongoing? See, that's a new thing because we have seen these things connect. So we have seen movies connect, like one movie impacts another. That connection, continuity, that is typical in the MCU. But when it comes to connection and continuity as something is out, look, this is the first time we have shows. And when it comes to a movie actually impacting a series as it is out, that is new and uncharted territories. As a new and uncharted territory. And I feel like that could be a dope ass thing for Disney to be able to do and pull off, because I think they could do it well, especially with Kingpin being the one to do that. So let me know in the chat. What do you guys think? Would you guys be down with that? Would you guys be down with that? I don't think their characters will be like we remember them. Hopefully it's not whack. Yeah, see, here's the thing. I think their characters will be variants. Right? So that's how we have to pick up on and understand. And one just side note, I was watching Into the Spider-Verse with my wife and family, and it's funny, I think my dad kind of likes Spider-Man, but he's 75 and he's not like, he never spent his time in the comic book realm, but every time I've had a Spider-Man movie on, he's been interested. And we watched Into the Spider-Verse. He was interested, my wife was interested, but she was still kind of catching the grasp of the different Spider-Man. I just want to point out just how dope it was that they laid out variants in Loki. So now it just makes it so much easier for me to explain that's a variant of Peter Parker. No, he didn't come back to life. That's just a variant of that Peter Parker in that 610 universe. In that 610 universe. But back to my point here. I just think it'd be a great way for them to actually bring that into play. To have your big movie, breaking records, Spider-Man No Way Home, out here breaking records with their trailer. To have that big movie be the first project that you actually interweave into your shows as it is coming out, right? And I think that is a dope thing that they could do, and it make for very fun, entertaining television, because again, we could come out of the movie, we be coming out of the movie and being like, damn, that's crazy, right? But unlike the past MCU stuff in the past, we've had to wait until maybe the next movie or even the movie after that before we saw the impact of what we had just watched in theaters. But if they pull this off here and are able to simultaneously have these things match up and simultaneously say, look, this stuff is going on at Christmas time. This happened on this date, and this is the date that we're in Spider-Man. This is the date that we're in Spider-Man No Way Home. So this is the date that we're in Hawkeye. So to me, that'd be a dope way to interweave that, right? That'd be a dope way to interweave that. Felicity says, Daddy Normies Nerds being supportive, Dad. That's wonderful for real. Yeah, he's not really that hip to my YouTube channel. I told him I'd do it over here. But yeah, he is somewhat into Spider-Man. Like, I don't know. I haven't really taken the time, and I might go take him and sit down and be like, look, let's watch these. Let me introduce you to the MCU. And I think he might be a little bit interested in some of this stuff. I mean, he's seen Black Panther, but who hasn't, right? But yeah. So my fourth point here that I want to get to is that no more sleeping. No more sleeping on Hawkeye. I will admit, before the Kingpin news came out, maybe a month or two ago, I was one of those sleeping on the Hawkeye series. Were you? Were you one of those sleeping on the Hawkeye series while I take a sip of my drink? I was one of those who had who really was not high on the Hawkeye series. It was like, I'll watch it when it comes out, but I was not expecting it. But then the Kingpin news came out. And then the post-credit scene in Black Widow got me a little excited for it as well. I'm not going to lie. It's not like I was like, oh man, I can't wait for it to come out. But it piqued my interest as to like what the hell is going to be happening here, right? Like, how is this dynamic going to play out? Like, is he really going to is she really going to go after Clint and try to kill him? So like that kind of piqued my interest. But as well as this, like now that we know that it's really going to be a Christmas time setting, and that this going to be going on in New York the same time as No Way Home, the hype should be up there. Not to mention that we're going to be having Vincent D'Onofrio in there. And in my next story that I'm going to read, I mean, there's things about there's things coming out about you know, Val being in Black Panther, but also there's rumors about Val being in. It would make sense for Val to be in the Hawkeye series as well. There's also rumors about reshoots going on to add Charlie Cox, Daredevil, into the Hawkeye series. And all of that just makes it so beautiful and makes it all come together. And I think we need to look at this here as well, is that while Jeremy Renner might not be retiring as Hawkeye, you know, he might come back and make a few appearances, might come back in the Avengers movie, he'll still be out there is what I'm saying. This might be his last big hurrah, right? He might be moving on from the character. I haven't seen too much about what he's doing, you know, but this is just me kind of reading the tea leaves. All the original 6 Avengers are gone except for Thor and Hulk. They're there. So like it's not been really made clear how Hawkeye is going to come into play moving into the future. We also know that maybe, you know, he could stick around, and that Haley Steinfeld's character Kate Bishop is really just being around to take up the mantle and set up the Young Avengers. But what's going on, Nikki? Homegirl, how's it going? And Mike, I saw your question. I'll get to it in a little bit. But yeah, we just gotta kind of come into grips that, like, I think that they're not going to do a Hawkeye dirty. I think in realizing that this is Hawkeye's maybe swan song, as far as like, look, this is your jump, bro. I don't know if it's a season 2. If there is a season 2, if it's going to be stuck on Haley Steinfeld as Hawkeye, I don't know. But like, this is your swan song, bro. Like, this is it. And I'm thinking that they're not going to hold things back, and they're not going to let this fall short, right? Like, they're going to do Jeremy Renner his just due, his just due in this series. And yeah, what better way would that be than to let this be impacted from Spider-Man No Way Home, and to let this Vincent D'Onofrio come in. And who knows, we could get a tease at Vincent D'Onofrio. So if you peep how Doc Ock recognized Peter and was like, what's good, what's popping, like, put him up. He could do this. Wilson Fisk, coming in from that Netflix universe, could be doing the same thing to Charlie Cox. Here's the thing. Charlie Cox Daredevil could be in the MCU already. I mean, I think it's kind of hinted at that he already is in the MCU. If that arm in that Spider-Man No Way Home trailer is actually Charlie Cox, let's piece it together. He was in there before Doctor Strange did that spell, right? He was there before Doctor Strange did that spell. So that means that he was already in that universe. So he might not be Daredevil. He could be, or he might not be Daredevil. But Wilson Fisk could be the key to push him to that in our universe. That's the like kind of crazy shit that I think could come out of here. We could even end up with a damn post-credit scene of Wilson Fisk pulling up on Matt Murdock and like effing him up, maybe taking his vision away and forcing it, like, and leading him down the path to become Daredevil. Now that would be a little different because I know Daredevil lost his vision early in life, and he went through that whole path of getting his skills and all that stuff. So that might be a little different. But I am very much excited for this, and I am very, very hyped for the series. And again, if you're sleeping on the Hawkeye series, you should not sleep anymore, because the Hawkeye series is going to be pretty damn good. It's going to be pretty damn good. And like, here's the thing, like, I'm not. This talk of stuff that, like, what's got me hype is like from Vincent D'Onofrio, like Kingpin, and this multiverse stuff possibly popping off. But let's not forget, Florence Pugh is going to be in this show. And I know a lot of you all in this fan are pretty big Yelena Belova fans, right? If you're a Yelena Belova fan, make sure you drop a like and subscribe to this channel. But no, I am pretty I'm pretty sure a lot of you all are Yelena Belova fans. She knocked that role out of the park. And we're going to see her again in this series. And it seems like they may be even setting her up to be a pretty big villain here. Pretty big villain. Or she could just say fuck Val and just go ahead and do her own thing. Either or, it's going to be pretty dope. It's going to be pretty dope. So look, let me check out some of these comments and see what you guys are saying. I'm going to end this poll here. All right, so about 71% of you all think that this will definitely be connected to Spider-Man No Way Home. That's dope. 29% of you all don't. Hey, that's cool. If you're one of those 29%, let me know. Let me know. I'm always here to read some opiniones. So let me get back into these comments here. Happy Shang-Chi week. Shang-Chi week. Yes. I told the wifey already, look, I'm going to be at the movie theater at 12 o'clock on Thursday night. I'm thinking that because the movie theater that I'm going to go see it at is like 30 minutes from where I live. So I'm thinking I'm going to do a stream. I don't know. I'm going to try to fit in a stream on Thursday. If not, we're going to do a stream. Let me know in the chat. If you were here for a stream on Friday night or Saturday night, I'm going to be real. When I do Friday night streams, literally 4 people are here. And I'm not saying I do it for the numbers, but at the end of the day, I want to know who would actually be here so we can have this nerdy conversation. So I might move the stream back to say maybe Saturday or Sunday. But I'm so hyped to go see Shang-Chi this week, Mike. So hyped. Daniel Fisher again. Glad to have you back in here, buddy. Glad to have you back in here. Mike says, what does your family think of your streaming? So, honestly, my family doesn't. So outside of my wife, like my mom, I don't know. I don't think I've really ever showed her my streams and stuff. But I showed my dad, and he's like my barber. He was out of town this week. Like we went out on vacation and we came back. He was out of town, so that's why my hair is the way it is. But like when he's cutting my hair, like I've shown him, like, look, this is what I'm doing on YouTube. He's a pastor, so like he's been trying to up his like virtual game. So you know, I showed him what I do there. It's like, oh, that's cool, that's nice. But I don't think they really get it. They're old. It's like my dad's 75, my mom's like 65, and Mike, I know you're old, but you get it. So like, but nah, my wife loves it. Like my wife sees what we're doing, like the support that you all give, the fact that we're at 200 subs right now, and make sure you drop a like and sub if you're new in here on the grind to 250. She sees where this could be. And you know, I've shown her some of like the Den of Nerds streams and some of like the John Campia stuff and you know the Nerd Theory. Like I like kind of floated those streams out there too, and she's like, I see where it is, and like she believes in. She's honestly the best wife in the world. Like she believes like whatever I put my mind to, like whatever I want to do, I can be great at it, like a wife should. And she she's down with it, but like she's upstairs asleep right now. It's gonna be tricky when the baby comes. It's on September. My birthday is September 20th, and it's due on the 22nd. So it's gonna be a little tricky when the baby comes about this streaming schedule. But I'll have 2 weeks to kind of figure that out because I'll be off of work for 2 weeks. So I'm definitely planning to be doing some streams with you all. Maybe middle of the day streams, maybe 2 a day streams. I don't know, whatever she let me get away with. But I'm excited to have that stuff come out. So yeah, family's pretty supportive, the ones who know. Like I said, my sister-in-law, she has a YouTube. She's pretty supportive of the YouTube over here. Like, she does videos on, like, hair and books and stuff. But, yeah. Felicia says, Mike Flo Coon Porter says, I never sleep on the MCU. Mike, you might have a point, bro. Like, it's never really a good idea to sleep on the MCU. Even, like, myself, like, the more and more I watched the Eternals trailer again. Like, the wifey kind of got me more hyped on the Eternals. She was like, wow, they should have dropped that one the first time. And I went back and watched it in depth and watched it again. And yeah, I slept on the Eternals a little bit. I'll admit it. Still, my hype still ain't up there like it is for Shang-Chi, but I'm hyped for Eternals. So yeah, it's never a good idea to sleep on the MCU. Yo, this is my favorite beat on the playlist right here. Felicity says, my only interest in Hawkeye is Wilson Fisk. And then Felicity, if you read through the tea leaves, like I've only talked about Hawkeye when when Wilson Fisk, when Kingpin was like rumored out, and then also now when it's being connected, like when there's possible connections with No Way Home. So it seems as if low key that I'm only interested in this series because of that, but also as well like Yelena. Yelena is pretty dope. I'm excited to see her. But Mr. Ratcatcher 2 says Hawkeye will be cool, but I'm not expecting much from the shows anymore. Loki and WandaVision were really good, but I still haven't gone back to rewatch. So on that point, Ratcatcher, I feel you. I have no intentions on going back and watching Falcon and the Winter Soldier. I have rewatched the shit out of the What If episodes. I have gone back and rewatched WandaVision. I did go back and rewatch that, and I have gone back and rewatched. Anytime I rewatch Loki, I definitely probably won't rewatch the whole series, even though it's my favorite MCU series so far. I just go back and rewatch that finale because that finale was epic. So I feel you there, bro. I feel you there. Pokun says, interesting. Thor and Hulk, the only original Avengers left. They weren't in Civil War, but together in Ragnarok. Interesting. Oh, Mike, are you trying to be like having a theory pop off that Civil War was really a chopping block? I never slept on Hawkeye, says Mike. Nikki, you following me? Oh, did you guys just pop over here from Nerd Theory? Oh wow, mine's showing at 8 p.m. Thursday. You know what? I need to check. Mine might be showing earlier. I need to go check. I just said 12 o'clock. I'm one of those who waits until the last minute. That's just me. I'm a procrastinator. When it comes to a lot of shit. Your boy got a lot of things going on. Your boy got a lot of things going on right now. So the single fact alone that I'm here right now talking with a smile on my face and really got my head wrapped around this stuff is amazing because your boy got like 5 very important things happening in my life right now, and this is one of those 5. But yeah, I need to double check and make sure that they're not showing early in my theater. But I do have to make that 30-minute drive, and I don't know, 8 o'clock might be too early for the kiddo. The kiddo gotta be kind of asleep before I go. Yelena, alright, but there's no real role for Black Widow anymore, in my opinion. Okay, I feel you, Felicity, but I had to disagree there. I had to disagree. I think that the new role for Black Widow will be kind of like an anti-hero type of thing, to where she's working with these dirty ass people under Val's squad, under Val's Dark Avengers. Ooh, excuse me. Under her like Dark Avengers or whatever she's putting together, she's working with that squad. But I think Yelena is going to be maybe the one to be a double agent, the one to kind of like be the moral compass, if you will. So I definitely think there is still a role for a Black Widow in that, and I think Yelena's probably going to do a good job of doing that with that Dark Avengers squad. Mike Porter says, I always show my dad when Josh gives me love, gives me those big, huge shout outs. He thinks it's neat. The community has been so nice to me. Because, Mike, you are the dopest. You're one of the dopest people in this community, bro. If not the dopest in this community. Elena Cute says Mr. Ratcatcher 2, but she ain't no Ratcatcher 2 or Ram Booty. Look, don't utter. Don't. Look. Jared, I'm going to have to say your name. Jared, we might have to square up, bro. Yeah, she ain't no Ratcatcher 2. You know. Ratcatcher 2 ain't no Ram Booty either. Alright, as long as we square on that. Alright, you put them in the same sentence, Jed. You put them in the same sentence. So, as long as we straight, as long as we cool, yeah, Ratcatcher 2, yeah, she up there. But she ain't no Ram Booty. She ain't no Ram Booty. I'm just messing with you, Jared. Brian O'Connor, what is good with you, bro? How is it going? What's good, people? Catching you right at the end. Love you all. No, we're just getting started, bro. We are just getting started. I know I usually don't read through comments until the final thing of the show. No, I'm catching up on my comments, trying to switch it up a little bit. We're just getting started. We got like 2 more topics to get through, bro. So you're all good, man. You're all good. My family loves and likes, comments, and community gifts to me, says Mike Porter. Yeah, that's dope, man. That's dope. That is dope. All right, so look, a couple of show notes, then we're going to get into this Black Panther news. First things first. Again, make sure you come back tomorrow night. We're doing the drop party tomorrow night for What If. For What If. Episode 4, drop party, final predictions. We got our Doctor Strange episode. I think things are going to get real. In this episode. So make sure you come back tomorrow night. I'm definitely going to be staying up for the episode. I'm definitely going to be in here. If Streamlabs gives me the same difficulties that it did last time, effort, I'm going to StreamYard, which honestly I need to make sure I go cancel my subscription before it charges me again. But make sure somebody put that in the Discord tonight so I don't forget. But yeah, make sure you come back tomorrow night at 12:30. Tomorrow night at 12:30, we are going to be coming back into the dojo, doing our drop party, helping you guys stay up for the watch party over there at the Den of Nerds. It's been a fun time doing those drop parties. I'm excited for it. And I think the hype for What If is going to continue to grow. And I think after this episode, it might start like really bubbling up. Who knows though? Who knows? But yeah, also too, Wednesday night we're gonna have a good show at 9:30, recapping the What If show. Might get a last minute guest in here. Who knows? I got a couple of people that I'm thinking about reaching out to, but things have been so busy that I hadn't really had a chance like to reach out to folks, and I was like out over these last like 4 days. So if we have a guest, cool. If we don't, come back. Still, it's gonna be a dope ass show. So yeah, that's that there. And then on Thursday, just watch Twitter. I'm gonna be updating folks on what's good with Thursday, because I am going to go see the movie. And with the way my family's set up, I don't know if I just don't know if that's just right for me to come in here and stream before going to go see the movie, because the wifey is already being nice enough for me to let me go see the movie. Not nice enough, being supportive enough to let me go see the movie. Without giving me no put me in a doghouse to go see it, right? Like, here's the thing, I would go see it regardless, but I would be in the doghouse. But she's not putting me in the doghouse. We're gonna go see it. She gets it. She understands. So, yeah. Thank you, Felicity. Felicity got me. She put it in the Discord. The #1 moderator on YouTube, Miss Felicity, coming strong. So yeah, make sure you just watch us on Twitter and see when we're going to be doing our Shang-Chi updates and whatnot. It would either be maybe Saturday or Sunday. I'm not sure, but I definitely want to give you all some time to go see it before we come in here and have a conversation about it. So yeah. Oh yeah. All right. Enough of that. Let's get in to some more of this Black Panther news. Are you guys still rocking with me? Are you guys still here? You guys still rocking with me? Ready for this Black Panther news? What you got for Black Panther? That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about, Brian O'Connor. Brian O'Connor says, "What you got on my Black Panther, homie?" I feel you, Brian. So look, let's get into this Black Panther news. And also, by the way, we still grinding by the end of this series. I think we can get there. By the end of this series, we're trying to get to 250 subs by the end of the What If series. I think we can get there. So just share. Do me a favor. I don't ask for super chats. I don't ask for Cash App. I don't ask for PayPal. Just do me a favor. Share out the link. Share out the channel. On Twitter. Share it out. Retweet the channel. Retweet my Twitter. You see my Twitter right here. See my Twitter. Retweet my streams. Bring some folks in here. Let's grow this shit together, baby. Put it in your Discords. Put it in your favorite Discords. Do whatever. Do me that favor right now. Right now before you hop into this Black Panther news. Alright? So, let's go out here and get into the training grounds. And I said it right here, but I wasn't even looking at my screen. The Twitter is right here. Go to the Twitter. Retweet your boy. Let's get some folks in here. So let's get back out here to the training grounds, and let's talk about this. This again, I love reading from the Direct. They're very good aggregators of this nerdy news. Just keep it 100, and yeah, when your boy got a full-time job, they do a good job of being able to just like let me go on Twitter, see what they're talking about, and get into the good shit. So the title here says Black Panther 2. New evidence points to Julia Louis-Dreyfus' appearance in Wakanda Forever. Let's get into it. I'm going to be reading a little bit more in here than I did on the Falcon and Winter, on the Hawkeye article here, so bear with me. It says, and you know, if you get tired of me reading, you can just bounce to the music. Just bounce. Let's see it. It says, in the 5th episode of The Falcon and the Winter Soldier, actress Julia Louis-Dreyfus made her Marvel Cinematic Universe debut as Valentina Regla de Fontaine, a woman working for an organization interested in powerful and skilled individuals like John Walker and Yelena Belova. Fans have quickly assumed that an iteration of the Thunderbolts or Dark Avengers is being assembled in response to the absence of the original team post-Avengers Endgame. Louis-Dreyfus has teased her future in the MCU, but it seems like her next appearance may have been spoiled by a crew member. You see this? She's dope. She's dope. She is dope for the role. The makeup artist for Julia Louis-Dreyfus on several shows, Karen Kohari, has posted a behind-the-scenes photo of a huge production. Alright, I just want to make sure you guys can see this. You guys see it, right? It's a pretty big production. Pretty big set. A lot of green screens on your ass. Pretty big set. Like, what's going on here? According to Kawari herself, which I'm really effing this up, says Marvel was involved with this huge production. Somebody responded, what is happening here in Atlanta? And that's what she posted with it. Somebody said, what is happening? Karen said, Marvel. Karen then said, huge production. Wow. Finally, a Karen coming in. But thank you, Karen. I feel bad because it's my late mother-in-law's name, Karen. I hated that Karen had been a term with that name because that's my late mother-in-law's name. Beautiful woman. Beautiful. But thank you to this Karen for kind of breaking the stigma and bringing us some good news. Initially noticed by Twitter user Cream or Scream, pause. The photo in question has an extensive amount of green screen, with this set seemingly replicating a highway or overpass or bridge. Upon closer inspection, a car chase had evidently taken place with the green screen strewn on the pavement. Oh, with glass seen strewn on the pavement, with who appears to be Louis-Dreyfus standing in the middle of the road. You see her standing in the middle of the road there? You see her there? Yeah. It's possible that this photo could be capturing reshoots for Hawkeye, which is also happening in Atlanta, Georgia right now. But so too is production for Black Panther Wakanda Forever. The Twitter user also deduced that it's possibly a continuation of the car chase scene near MIT, which I think is huge. It is unlikely that reshoots for Hawkeye would be this extensive, especially since there has been no indication that any outdoor sequence in the show take place in such a huge location, making the purpose of the green screen obvious, as it is to be replaced with the surroundings of the Harvard Bridge, also known as the MIT Bridge. As for what exactly is happening in this photo, seems like Louis-Dreyfus's Valentina was involved in a car crash. Is she a victim? Or was she and whoever she works for chasing someone else? Perhaps she has just as much interest in Riri Williams as Wakanda seems to have in the young tech genius. This movie's coming out next year on July 8th. I'm so hyped for it. Let's get back out here. Into our grounds. So let me ask you guys. I'm gonna put in another poll here. Do you think Val will be? Who do you think? Let me ask you this. I'll ask you this instead. Who do you think Val would recruit? Riri or a Wakandan. So look, let's get into this. So first off, I want to start from the top to bottom. This MIT chase scene that fortunately the princess slash to be queen, the princess slash to be queen, Shuri Latia Wright, she was hurt in the shots in that chase scene shots, right? So let's run this all down. We know they were filming at MIT, right? We have shots of Riri Williams on set at MIT, on the Black Panther set. Which again, if somebody is being cast or introduced in the MCU and the role is like the role they're announcing is years away, like Kang in Quantumania or like Riri Williams in Armor Wars, damn sure expect to see them pop up somewhere else before them. But either way, look, so what we're running down is that Shuri and Okoye are at MIT for something, right? We're not really sure what they're there for, but the shots are that, Shuri has on this bomb-ass jumpsuit that looks like fresh as hell. And we also have Okoye there as well. Part of the Royal Guard, should be following her around, makes sense in tracks, right? So we have to ask ourselves, what could be happening here? What could be going on? Well, there is a chase scene that happens there. Well, like I said, Latia Wright, she was injured. Thank God she was released from the hospital right after she was injured on the rig. But the Wakanda's on the dirt bike scene, and from what I read on the leak, spoiler warning. But what I read on the leaks is that there was a van that was driving, that they were chasing after on that chase scene. And they were chasing after the van. They didn't know if it was like a van that's like the guide vehicle or if it's an actual van that's going to be in the series. And while I'm mentioning that van, I'm going to look here on the photo that they had to see. I don't really see a van. I see a rig. I don't really see a van. Okay. But the question here for me is, could this all be connected? So the one point that I love in there that they have is that this could be a continuation of that MIT chase scene, right? Because while they might be on MIT set filming that, they could, when it comes to that bridge, like when it comes to that busy bridge, they might not be able to cut that off like that. So they do this in Atlanta. So they would film Julia's character there in Atlanta, right? And she could just be getting out the car. The reason why Koye could not be there, the reason why Riri or Latia Wright could not be there is because, one, they could have some other shit going on, right? But also, two, here's the thing. Let me just go ahead and get into it. Riri is at MIT, right? And one, while she's being introduced as Riri, I think we'll be getting way more than that. I think we could actually be seeing Riri being introduced as Ironheart in Wakanda forever. I think we could see Riri being introduced as Ironheart in Wakanda forever. Via this chase scene. So the way this thing is playing out is that, look, I don't even know what what Wakanda is doing over there right now, right? But going over there, and maybe this is part of their outreach that Shuri is supposed to be taking head of, and outreach and everything like that. This could be a part of that as they're trying to lead all that together. But my thoughts is that they meet Riri, have conversations with her, understand that this girl is smart. They could even ask her questions like, what are you working on? Like, what's coming up? That typical MCU stuff, like, what do you have going on here, right? Like, what are you doing? I assure you nothing's going on. Like, I just have my tinkering. I just do my little trinkets and shit. But then this chase scene goes. And what I'm curious is that Does Dreyfus and her crew, do they steal something from Wakanda? Does Dreyfus and her crew assault someone from Wakanda? What does her crew do? But I think this leads them on a chase, and I think the brilliant thing that would be done, and I'll get into why, is to have Dreyfus and them getting maybe away, like, maybe Shuri and them wreck. Something happens there. Then boom, Riri Williams Ironheart comes in there, drops down, full suit and all. Drops down, blows, like, F's up the truck, makes it wreck. And Dreyfus is just stuck there looking at her. Gets the shit, but gets whatever they have, like being able to get out of there, and they're good. This is where I think it could break down. What's going on, Lavis, my main? What's popping off in here, man? Because look, this is why I think this could actually be happening here. Because we see Dreyfus. And you might say, well, Riri isn't on set. Riri wasn't in that chase scene. Like, wasn't on set of the MIT chase scene, right? Like, Riri wasn't there. Like, Riri wasn't doing this. But let's piece it together. Riri in an Ironheart suit. They could just put that beautiful black woman in that suit in there post editing. Like, they could shoot her shit in a vault. They could shoot her shit in the vault. They could shoot her shit there and have her be put into the scene. And to me, that's a brilliant way. That is brilliance. Look, I'm gonna be real. There are a lot of questions, and we know this. Like, there's not a lot of fandom around Riri Williams among nerds, right? There's not a lot of fandom around her. And then also as well, the part of the tribe that got Black Panther to be a $1 billion movie. Nerds came out, but really people who saw their first MCU movie, a lot of black folks who saw their first MCU movie with Black Panther, they are damn sure going to go see Black Panther 2. And what better way to prop up one of your next major black superheroes other than having her drop in and be introduced and have a small role? Like, I don't think she's going to be in the movie a lot, but like have her suit, have her like power be introduced in Wakanda Forever in that fashion. I think that's dope, and I think that makes sense. Just all in all, I think that makes sense at the very least, as a way that they would want to introduce Riri Williams into the MCU, and as a way they want to increase the hype around her, not just for nerds, but also for black folks and black Twitter. I love me some black Twitter and talk about them, even though I don't really be on black Twitter like that. I seen some crazy shit on black Twitter today, which reminded me why I don't be on black Twitter like that. This shit was crazy. But what's going on, Wayne? What's popping off, bro? What's going on, Neo? But yeah, that's like that. That's where I think that's heading. So I think that's very, very dope, and could be again a great way to introduce Riri. Now, what could Val be doing? Let me go here and look through the poll. Okay. When I say who do you think Val would recruit? 60% of y'all thinking of Wakandan. And I am kind of on the same wave as all in all, like, who she would recruit. My mind goes to a Wakandan, but if with this theory that I have here with Riri interfering in this race, and like with Val being at MIT around the same time as the Wakandans, has me thinking that more practically that she could be going after Riri, because Riri is once again one of those genius minds, right? Like, I'm not sleeping on white Discord. I be in Discord. Say off Facebook and Black Twitter. I can't for this. They keep calling me. The streets keep calling me. Can I say I love the streets? I love the streets. But not like it's like getting that. But no, this is what my theory is as far as like with this thing going down on MIT's campus. The fact that she's showing up at MIT makes me feel like, one, she's either stealing something from the Wakandans, or two, that she is actually there to recruit Riri. And one, I think Riri wouldn't do it. Mike, I will invite you to Black Twitter one day. One, I think Riri wouldn't do it. Just kind of like the vibes I get off her character. She'd be like, nah, I'm Gucci. I'm good. especially now that she's friends with Shuri, which I think would be dope if she becomes friends with Shuri. But yeah, it's interesting. Like to me, that's like just interesting there, because like my main thought is like, wow, she could really recruit whoever Michaela Coel's character is. Like that would be the Wakandan that I think that she would go after and recruit. That would be that line, because I did see a dope picture with her and M'Baku, Michaela Coel and M'Baku. They're training together for this film. But I think that could be somebody that she would go and recruit. Whether it's Madam Slay, who I think that Michaela Coel could be, or it could be a kind of mixture character of those two. Or let's just be real here. Madam Slay brings back Killmonger. I think it'd be wild if she recruits Killmonger, bro. I'm thinking like I'm pretty high on Killmonger being in this film. But the only thing that knocks that down too is that I don't think Michael B. Jordan has a lot to do with the MCU moving forward. I think Michael B. Jordan is going to be over there at at DC. Lavish says, I love you, Mike, but nah, bruh. I'm gonna keep it real with you. Yeah, I agree, Mike. Like, I would love to have you. I said I would bring you, but I don't think you should come over to Black Twitter, Mike. I don't think your heart can take it, Mike. I want you to be healthy, bro. I want you to be healthy and live a long and prosperous life. And I don't think Black Twitter helps anybody do that. Honestly, bro, I need to stay away from Black Twitter. Black Twitter is pretty toxic. And Black Twitter is toxic and they don't know they're toxic. They think everything else is toxic. But then again, sometimes Black Twitter is entertaining. Like with this crate challenge shit, Black Twitter's been pretty funny. Facebook is way worse than Twitter, though. It is, Trinity. It definitely is. Facebook is way worse than Twitter. Way worse. Pretty much because you got more characters. Like to put on comments. You got more characters. You got more characters. But nah. Let me get here. Let me get back to it though. Yeah, I just think that it's cool. Like again, I think it's cool that she could come in and maybe recruit a Wakandan. Now the only thing is, like I said, if Dreyfus does come to MIT, then yeah, she could very well be headed to Riri. But the only thing that could get in the way there too is that we don't see Dreyfus on the set photos at MIT. Now, I think that would be something we would have definitely seen because of shit. Everything that happened at MIT, we pretty much saw. Everything short of a video, we pretty much know they was at MIT. We seen Riri at MIT. Like, everything that went down at MIT, we pretty much got. So, maybe Dreyfus is just there stealing some shit. Who knows? But I think it would be dope to have Dreyfus in there just to show just how overreaching this woman really is. To have her show up in Black Panther would really indicate how much of a reach she has and how much of a player she is going to be in the MCU moving forward. Damn, it just thundered and that scared. Like my heart jumped a little bit. But yeah, let me hop in these comments, see what y'all got to say. But actually, look, let's go ahead and get out here to the final round grounds. How far in the show are we? We're about 58 minutes in. All right, let's go ahead and hop out here into the final round grounds. Damn. Don't you hate it when you open up the wrong window? There you go. Boop. Here we are in the final round grounds. Let's see here. Damn. Can y'all hear the music? Have y'all been able... Let me ask y'all this. I'm gonna end this poll here. Have y'all heard music? Look, we got 13. Make sure you drop a like and subscribe to the channel. We got 13 people in here and we got 12 likes. Damn. As soon as I said that, we dropped down. Have y'all been hearing music this whole time? I figured this music was kind of tripping me out, bro. Unless y'all been hearing it this whole time. All right. Let me get through these comments. And I got one little other Marvel thing that came out today that I want to touch on. Damn. One person said no. That's wilding. That is the wilding. All right. I had to go against that one person. Everybody been hearing the music. That's what's up. All right. Let me get up here back to these comments, and then we will get into our next topic with the Daniel Rickman tweet that sent shockwaves throughout the Nerdy universe, talking about Cable, saying that the MCU 100% facts want Cable to be Josh Brolin Cable to be in the MCU. We're going to be getting to that in a second here in the final round grounds, and then we'll be getting to what you guys want to talk about. Also, too, like after that, I am going to talk about a little bit. I've been rewatching Mandalorian season 2 with the missus actually, and like I've kind of got her invested in season 2 a little bit, which is dope because she don't really fuck with Star Wars. So yeah, look, I want to gush about just season 2 of Mandalorian a little bit. Oh damn, y'all was going in since y'all was going in since then. But I'm gonna start off here where Mr. Ratcatcher 2 says, Ratcatcher been up there for me. Fuck that. Fuck that. I might be shooting myself here in the foot, but I'm about to ride or die. Come on, Jared. We can meet up. My man Jared says, damn, I was about to go in my Jared. Oh, he said, Ratcatcher up there for me. Put him up, Kendall. Put him up, Jared. Put him up. We can see about it. I die by mines. We can see about it. Look, here's the next question. Who you got? And if you're just dropping up in here, make sure you drop a like and subscribe to the channel if you're not already. We are on the grind to 250 subs. Had a great show so far tonight talking about is Spider-Man and the Hawkeye series connected? And I think the answer is 100% yes. And then also too, we just got over these Black Panther 2 rumors. If you want to catch up on that stuff, go back through the replay. Catch up on it through the replay. Even have the chat up, because we've had some pretty good chats come in here during the show. All right, you got Ram, Booty, Rat, Catcher, 2. Ask the community. I mean, I don't know. I feel like it's a shot that my taste might get shot down a little bit here. But fuck it. We all know what's good. And yeah, I really put that poll up. Because of Jared. Brian O'Connor says, who you got for Black Panther? Who I have for Black Panther? I have Shuri for Black Panther. I think Shuri's going to be Black Panther. But I don't think she's going to be the Black Panther for long. Okay? Got rumors of the Illuminati out there. I'm thinking that through the multiverse, we will be getting a new T'Challa. And I think it'll be introduced through the Illuminati. And as to where Shuri will be Black Panther, she has the mantle. So she'll come out of during Wakanda Forever. I don't think that she'll be Black Panther for long. In Wakanda Forever. I don't think she'll be Black Panther for long. At least, have that shit, have the suit on and all that stuff. I don't think that'll be her for long. I might be wrong, but I just don't think that's it. But I do think she'll end the series as Black Panther, and that we will go into the next, and it will come out a movie she's Black Panther for that. But then it could be a little while before we get another Black Panther movie. We got a Black Panther movie in 2017, and we're just now getting in 2022. And I think it wasn't going to come out until 2022, even before Chadwick died. I don't think it was going to come out until 2022. And so it's a while, right? So my thoughts are that's plenty enough time for the multiverse stuff to pop off. We got time for Shuri to make an appearance in, say, an Avengers movie, or make an appearance in another movie as Black Panther, and she can carry that mantle there. But all in all, how I think they're going to do it is bring in a multiversal T'Challa, or find a way to work it out as a multiversal Killmonger or what have you, to have them come in and take over the role as Black Panther. But that character could be Black Panther as in, yeah, while he's a king, he is pretty much his Wakanda's been destroyed through Secret Wars. Shuri, our Wakanda Shuri, she's ruling over the nation, while this Black Panther is the protector. While this other T'Challa is like the protector. He's the one that's in the Illuminati. He's like making world decisions. Like he's not so day to day Wakanda as Shuri will be and be that Black Panther figure. But we can have two Black Panther figures, so it's not like stripping anything from Shuri or taking anything away from her. So Brian, that's just my short layman's way to do it. And I think it'd be dope if they did it through What If, or if they did it through like an Illuminati situation, to where we can build a relationship and get used to this Black Panther and understand and really grasp the concept that this Black Panther's Wakanda could be destroyed and that he got sucked into the multiverse in some way. And this is what we have here. But yeah, cheer, man, says fourth wall break. Cheer. Spread that nerdy news. Yeah, spread it around. We are here. Yeah, Mike. Look, Mike is big. Every time I'm up there, he shares it on Twitter. It's dope. Mike's dead jokes are killing it. Oh man, I miss Mike's dead jokes. Mike, put one in here, bruh. Put one in here. For real, I'm just not feeling Elaine Baines in the MCU. Who's Elaine Baines? Hold on. Felicity. Who's Elaine Baines? And shout out to Spotify for this playlist. Cause to keep it 100, these beats be straight running. I know. Yeah. I guess we're gonna get some bars tonight. Oh, Elaine Baines. Okay, I didn't. Look. I ain't watched that series. I'm gonna keep it real. I keep it a buck. I ain't watched that series. It won't made for me. Hey, and Jared, you see the votes. 73 to 27. You know what's up. I'm gonna just end the poll right there while we up, baby. I can't wait to get down to the bottom of the comments to see Jared. I'm crying. He probably left the stream. I'm playing. Don't leave. We need you here, bro. I'm picturing Elaine dancing now. I just picture Elaine in every second. Really? See, for me, and Neo, yeah, you snuck into the back of the dojo. Yeah, I saw you, Neo. You ain't slick, bruh. You ain't slick. But nah, for me, like, I didn't watch that series. So, like, I have no relation to her being Elaine. So, yeah, it's cool for me. It's dope for me. She's killing it for me. But then again, all right, I think that's what the role has been so good about. Other than T'Challa, I never really saw like any of these characters in prior movies. Like, I never saw a Robert Downey Jr. movie for real. I never saw a Chris Evans movie other than Fantastic Four like that. And even then, like, I was a kid when I saw it, so it didn't even really resonate to me that it was the same guy until like I saw it like years down the road after the Avengers. Like, Chris Hemsworth, didn't know who he was, didn't know who Mark Ruffalo was, didn't know who Scarlett Johansson. I heard Scarlett Johansson's name, but I cannot tell you another movie that Scarlett Johansson has been in other than that movie, what, Lucy or Ghost or whatever. Like, I haven't, like, that's just it. So it's the same thing with Dragons. Now, when it comes to, like when T'Challa was casted, I was like, damn, this man was James Brown. This man's was Jackie Robinson. This man's, I don't know if he was Thurgood Marshall before or not, but he's Thurgood Marshall. This man's is everybody. And now he's Black Panther T'Challa. He's the only one that I really knew stuff. But yeah. Alright, I'm able to squeeze down these shits. Drunken Lane, what's next? Constanza as Hydra? That's one that I don't know. This one just going over my head. In Jerry Seinfeld's voice, what's the deal with these variants? Is that good, Jerry Seinfeld? I'll tell you, I've probably watched 10 minutes in my entire life of Jerry Seinfeld. I'm gonna keep it 100. Seinfeld. I'm gonna keep it 100. Hold on. What did Jason say? I just picture Elaine every second. Oh, okay. Can't spare one square of vibranium. See, I don't like those are going over my head. If Kramer shows up, I'm out. All right, so is this really a big deal for y'all? Hold up. Let me ask y'all. Is Dreyfus I know I'm fucking up her name. Past Seinfeld role. Really a big deal? Let me ask y'all. I'm curious. I'm just a little curious. Is it really a big deal for y'all? Alright, we're getting down to there. I'm gonna put Bucky in a puffy shirt. I hope not. Daniel Fisher. Wow. Okay, we got some votes. I'm not gonna vote in the poll. Um, but wow, I really, that is something like that's never really crossed my head, crossed my mind. Hey, oh, you had to put the kid back to bed. I feel you, Brian. I hate it when my daughter wake up when I'm playing the game, and like I could be in the middle of Apex, and she'll wake up, and it's my night, and I had to go back up there and put her back to bed. Yeah, it's the worst when kids wake up. Hawkeye connected to Spider-Man 3? No way, Holmes. I see what you did there, Wayne, but come on, Wayne. Writing's on the wall. They're taking place at the same exact time, in the same exact city. Coming out in the same exact time frame. I'm thinking it's a chance. That Kingpin comes in to the series, spoilers, but he comes into the series, episode 5 and 6. Episode 5 and 6 comes out around a week and a half to 2 weeks after No Way Home. So we really have to look at that and say, damn. He could come into Hawkeye because of No Way Home. That's my thoughts. What Felicity said there's no argument there. Porter, the vindictiveness works for her, but Elaine belongs in the history of Seinfeld, not the MCU. Oh yeah, that's facts. Okay, I ain't need to read that. Kendall stay off Facebook and Black Twitter. I can't. Here's the thing, I gotta be on social media for my job. So inevitably I get sucked into that shit. That's just how it goes. I gotta be on Twitter and Facebook for my job. More so Facebook than Twitter. That's just how it goes, man. Hopefully, though, your boy's using the grant funds, and yeah, the computer and shit still ain't got in yet, but that's because the camera that I've been wanting to order has been out of stock, but it was back in stock today, so they're ordering that shit for me today. I put in my order for it today, so hopefully, the computer and the camera will be here soon. And yeah, I have actually thought about having a second camera up. But I need to get a mixer for that first. So a lot of things, but some interesting and cool stuff could be coming in the next few months here in the channel, just for the stream and making the production value go up a lot. But yeah, Mike, don't come to Black Twitter, bro. Mike, stay away from Black Twitter. Brian kind of says, I can see Mike on Black Twitter retelling your telling your mama jokes. I'm weak. Mike, yeah, keep Mike off Black Twitter. My Twitter is harmonious. Cool, keep it that way, bro. Keep it that way. Keep it that way. I've been watching crate challenges all week, bruh. I don't know if I said this last time. Look, I really enjoy the crate challenge, bro. Look, here's a fucked up part. I did see somebody like post up a video of after the crate challenge, and they had an ice pack on a cut on their back. But bruh, they were light skinned. They definitely had internal bleeding going on. Like their skin was like definitely like internally bleeding. Like, those signs that you like, bruh, go to the hospital. I'm wondering if anybody's died from it yet. So here's the thing about the crate challenge. I know I'm kind of going off on a tangent here. But the thing about the crate challenge is you think you can do it. Like, I look at the crate challenge and I'm like, oh, look, here's my thoughts when I see the crate challenge. I'm thinking, all you gotta do is pick one foot up. You don't push off. You just pick a foot up and go to the next one. Distribute your weight. That's what I think. And I'm pretty sure that's what everybody else who's gotten in the crate thought as well. And then my thought is, well, if I'm falling down, I'll just jump off. Pretty sure that's what everybody else thought. So yeah. I can see how you get sucked into it, but I had to really tell myself not to do it. We as white folks, we belong in Black Twitter as much as we belong in Harlem or the Bronx. I don't know. Ain't Harlem getting gentrified right now or something like that? I don't know, Wayne. Let's just please call her Elaine. I keep thinking of Richard Dreyfuss when you say Dreyfuss. I'm weak. Damn. Shit just jumped down on me. Shit really just jumped down on me. Alright, I'm back where I'm at. I'm back where I need to be. Like Mr. Holland, I'm weak. Cambridge, Massachusetts, my hometown. That's what's up, Brian. That's what's up. I love it. I love when, look, it was cool in What If, I didn't even realize that they was in Virginia in the Incredible Hulk until I saw the placeholder on What If. So that had me a little hype. Like, VA, stand up. Like, the MCU would never come to my little small town. But that's dope. That's dope. Brian O'Connor, that's awesome. I love Cambridge. Yeah, that's dope. Like I think it's pretty cool when your town is featured in the MCU. Oh wow, you played T-Ball with Ben and Matt when they were kids. Oh, that's dope, man. That's dope. Have Ben's mom for a teacher? That's wild. Small world. If you guys haven't watched the Avengers cartoon on Disney Plus, it's not that bad. I'm talking about the one from 1999 before the really good series came out. I might have to go watch it, bro. I might have to go watch it. Like I have made some headway into Titans. So like I am currently right now I'm rewatching Titans. I'm watching Titans for the first time. I'm in season 2, like episode 7 or 8. So I'm getting close. I'm getting very close. But yeah. Who the hell is Ram Booty? Brian. Ram Booty is a nickname made up by homegirl best moderator on YouTube, Felicity. Ram Booty is a nickname from Miss Monica Rambeau from WandaVision. Miss Tiana Paris. Miss Monica Rambeau. She's like that. Bro, all I gotta say is trying to get close to Rat Catcher 2. You go back to her place. It's Rat City. She comes to your place. The rats invade. Facts. I just can't deal with the rats. And yes, Neo is an important question because Jared just called me up there. Oh, how are you up on that Titans, man? Hey, that's funny. I missed your comment, but you asked me that, Jared. Yeah. I'm catching up, bro. I'm in season 2. Like I'm halfway through season 2 right now. Pretty dope. This is perfect. All the votes to Ram Booty, Ratcatcher 2 will be mine. Hey, you can have her, bro. You can have her. Ratcatcher 2 is better than I give her credit for, though. She might be, but she ain't touching Monica. Snatching both for me. You can't have both. You can't be greedy. Fine, you want some squirrel grill? Yeah. Like I said, I don't know. I haven't seen much of our Avengers other movies. I hadn't even seen like Robert Downey's Sherlock Holmes to keep 100 with you. I haven't seen much of anything else out there. Green Bear. Vito with the new Avi as well. Well, it's popping off, Vito. Mike Porter says, "What's the boomer favorite activity?" Throwing a boomerang. That's a good one. Mike. That's a good one. Twitter is much less toxic. It is, but you don't have as much room to be toxic, right? And you follow what you want to see. Krasinski for Doom, I like that actually, Trinity. The whole problem with Dreyfuss is she's playing the Val role comedically, so that's always going to tie her to Ellen Bates for me. Okay, I see what you mean. But, Felicity, I kind of have to disagree there. I disagree. Like, while she does have some comic elements, I look at that more as a I don't know. Like, I don't laugh when I see her talk. Like, Ant-Man is comic. Like, he makes you laugh. Um, I don't know. I don't like. I see where you're coming from there, but I don't wholeheartedly agree. Some would agree, but I don't wholeheartedly agree. Jared, I don't think we're getting him as Reed. And I think he'd be fine if he was. He's already killed it as Jack Ryan. Yeah, I don't think we're getting John Krasinski as Reed. I think it looked cool, but I think there are still some maybe even dope people you can go for Reed. I think the whole attraction with John Krasinski being Reed was having Emily Blunt also being Invisible Woman, and you heard what Emily Blunt had to say about comic book movies. So I just don't think I don't think that's happening. Oh, you just wonder if he'd had the same. Yeah, and I don't know. Here's the thing. I don't think he run into that gym problem. I don't think he would run into that drum problem, but then again, he very well could. That could be an issue. He's a very good director, though. That is facts. Because is a great actor, just don't want him as Doom. I don't know. I think he could kill it. I think he can do good. I think he could do good, Neo. I wouldn't count my man's out. I wouldn't count my man's out. Any hype for Matrix Resurrection? All right, look, Lavis. Can I let y'all into? Y'all gonna hate me for this shit. I have not seen the Matrix. I haven't seen anything of the Matrix. Like, I've not seen 2 minutes of the Matrix, and that's more so because of access. Like, one, my parents weren't very big movie watchers. Like, when my parents watched movies growing up, they was watching bootlegged Tyler Perry and Madea movies. Excuse me, bootlegged Tyler Perry and Madea plays. They weren't watching shit. My mom was watching Lifetime. Like, I honestly didn't have, like, my brothers are way older. They weren't leaving in the crib. So I've never seen anything to do. I've never seen any bit of the Matrix. All I know about the Matrix is from culture. I'm going to keep it 100. All I know about the Matrix is from culture. Whether it's memes, whether it's, like, Morphe, like, that's all I know. Red and blue pill. That is all I know. I've never really seen it. And, like, the thing is, like, every time I've seen it, like, show up on, like, one, it doesn't come on television, like, cable enough. If it came on cable, I would have definitely seen it. But it doesn't come on cable enough. And then two, it doesn't, it's not like on any streaming services. And it seems like every time that it's on in the, every time that it's on, like on like HBO or something, like I just honestly don't have the time to watch it, and it's like not a movie that I want to start from the middle. I never watched The Matrix, but maybe that's a to-do list. I never watched it though. Keep it 100. What time is it? Damn, your boy been streaming for an hour and 23 minutes. Look, I'm gonna spend like 5 minutes on this topic because that's all it is. Have y'all seen the Daniel Rickman tweet? Oh no, like no. I just want to explain how I see it because I mean, honestly, I do feel like it's like a pretty big deal to not have seen The Matrix. As big as that, I heard everybody talk about it. Every time somebody talk about The Matrix, what's up, Proxy? What's going on, big dog? Drop a like. Drop a like, Proxy. Drop a like, homie. Nah. Every time somebody bring up The Matrix, I be like, for real. Cause I ain't seen that shit. But nah, let's get into this. I'm about to spend like 5-10 minutes on this last topic. Your boy, get out of here. Woo. Woo. Obi-Wan, what's poppin', bro? What is poppin', bro? This is what I wouldn't give to experience The Matrix for the first time again. I let the theater think in my mind had just been scrambled. Damn. I did recently watch Inception again, and my wife watched Inception for the first time, and her mind was fucking scrambled. It was fucking scrambled. But nah, let me do what I've been saying I was gonna do for the last 2 minutes and talk about this Daniel Rickman tweet. Have y'all seen that shit? Have y'all seen the Daniel Rickman tweet? Have you seen the Daniel Rickman tweet? Actually, let me pull up my man's tweet just to make sure that I phrased it correctly, because it was only like 5 words, but this shit sent shockwaves, like bombs. That shit sent a tsunami. My pops used to say tsunami, dead ass. Like like I said, my pop's a preacher, and when the tsunamis hit, he said, I don't care if it's a hurricane or a tsunami. You're like, bruh, tsunami. Woo! I just got on Twitter and somebody said the Obi-Wan trailer is going to shatter the internet. Boy, I thought somebody said the Obi-Wan trailer shatters the internet. Yeah, boy was about to lose his shits. Boy was about to lose his shits. Hey. Alright, let's see here. My man Daniel Rickman said this one tweet. He tweets a lot. When we like, I don't know. He tweets a lot. But I'm trying to get to this tweet that he said. Damn it. I don't want to paraphrase it because it's such a huge tweet. It's such few words. Your boy is taking way too much time doing this, but hey, yo, if you're here with me right now, you're here with me. Fuck all the bullshit. Drop a like and subscribe to the channel. Don't just do that. Share this channel out. Let's grow this shit together. On the grind to 250 subs. We getting the dub. You know what's good. I'm just waiting for this slow ass computer to load. What your boy said, and honestly, did he take the tweet down? I don't see that shit no more. Damn, did he take that shit down? Come on. Cable rolling. Alright, I'm not gonna look for this tweet no more. It's gonna pop up like right now. What's going on, Justin Simone? Sorry, bro. Busy night. I gotta smash and run. Smash the like button and run. Yeah. Okay, I feel you. Just want to smash and get out of here. Everybody. Stop what you're doing in the dojo. Turn around. Say hello to your moderator himself, Ash Hammer. Stepping into the dojo. How's it going, Ash Hammer? I know you've been here for all day, but you're late again. I'm fucking with you. All right, here's what Daniel Rickman had to say. He said, Marvel definitely wants Brolin back as Cable. And that shit sent shockwaves throughout the nerdy scope, the elite scope of the nerdy world. And I think that's dope. Here's the thing. When it comes to these mutant characters, I would love for them to come back. Like, the way this variant stuff is set up, you can do anything. You can have people look like themselves. You can have people not look like themselves. Like, that's what Loki established, and I think that is dope. And honestly, I feel as if the characters who killed their roles honestly deserve to come into the MCU. Pietro, Evan Peters is Quicksilver. I think he's one that definitely deserves to come into the MCU. What's his name? Fassbender, I think. The man who played Magneto in the younger version, in the first class version of the X-Men, should definitely be in the MCU. Like, those characters, I think they did a great job. Like, I think those people who knocked it out the park should definitely get dibs on those characters if they want them. Now, when it comes to like Logan and Professor X, like, bruh, bring them in for a little bit. Bring them in for a second. Don't forget Skrulls, right? Don't forget the Scrizzles. Like it's so many things that you can do to make this joint pop off. Oh man, this beat got that bass slapping on this beat. But no, like it's so many things that you can do to make this thing pop off that I feel as if like if you knocked your role out of the park in the X-Men series, then you should at least get offered. You should at least get dibs on getting into your role in the MCU, and I think that could be dope. And yeah, I think Brolin would definitely be down. We already know like he's come back to voice Thanos and What If, like, and he's already been one of those people to gush about. He's already been one of those people to gush about like the difference between working for Fox and working for Marvel and like that major culture shift. So I think if Marvel wants Josh Brolin to come back and play Cable, I think that's a no-brainer. And it's dope. And to me, even Cable's character makes sense. Cable's character makes sense as to how he could pop up in the MCU. Shoot, even just with Deadpool. Even just with Deadpool. Now look lavish. Look lavish. Chill with that apocalypse, bro. chill with that apocalypse. Like, I ain't going that far. I ain't going that far. All right. But nah, yeah, he can stay Moon Knight. Like, chill with that apocalypse talk, lavish. Chill, bro. Chill. But nah. Like I'm saying though, like it's cool. Even with Brolin, like I think that makes sense. It could just make sense in the story. That my mans can literally just come in, maybe searching after Deadpool, like maybe he's trying to figure out what's going on with the multiverse's damn self. Like maybe he's like been assigned to another mission that brings him into the MCU. Whatever it is, I think it could be dope, and I think it can pull it together. And to me, it would make sense diegetically, and it could be a dope pull. Be a dope pull and a great get. So yeah, Lavish says, can we get a Wolverine and Wanda fight, please? Man, I would love to see. Here's the thing. People be butthurt because Wanda would dismantle the Wolverine. But my thoughts on that, man, is like, she's going to be going after them kids. So in my mind, she's going to be fighting someone who's going to be watching after them kids. And it makes sense for it to be somebody from the X-Men universe. So whether it's Professor X is watching after her kids, Tommy and Billy, whether it's Charles Xavier, whether it's Pietro, my money is like it being Magneto or Pietro, being the ones watching after the kids in that universe that she goes to go grab them from in Multiverse of Madness. But yeah, I think she would dismantle anybody she comes up against, except maybe Professor X. Yeah. Lav is going in with the speculation on. He is going in with the speculation, ain't he? Ashton says, how's everybody's night? Yo, the night's going bomb, Ashton, bro. Night's going bomb. Just to recap it up for you, bro. I know you probably busy, man. You know, you being here when you can, bro. I appreciate it. Ashton, we talked about the what did we talk about? We talked about Hawkeye in Spider-Man No Way Home. Are they connected? I think they're going to be connected. And I think they're going to be connected in a way that the series is going to be impacted mid-series by what happens in No Way Home. That's just my thoughts. Like mid-series, like we're going to see No Way Home come out on December 19th. And then maybe December 30th during Hawkeye, we'll get Vincent D'Onofrio Kingpin coming in there. And the reason why he's popping into the MCU is because of what happens in No Way Home. I think it'll be epic. Then we talked about Black Panther with Riri popping up and then Val popping up in there. You know, who we think Val could be recruiting and all that. You know, talk about that good stuff. And now we're in here talking with you guys. You know, just chilling in the comments. Coachella Coastal, Jedi Jen, what is popping, y'all? Darth Chaos, what's going on? Look, I love y'all. Thank y'all for dropping in here. It don't matter what time you get in here. As long as you're in here, I don't care. That's why it's got to be Professor X intervening. Trinity says, Wanda could F up all these people. That's why it's almost got to be Professor X intervening. I still think Lynchir would be there too. Okay. I think it would connect with the characters making an appearance in both. Yeah. Do you think they're going to do an Agents of Shield with Hawkeye? What do you mean? Brian Stone, what's popping off? What's going on, bro? What do you mean an Agents of Shield? Do I need to move the stream back to 10 o'clock? Let me know. I need to look at my analytics. I'm saying, do I need to move this stream to 10 o'clock? This seems to be when all y'all like getting some time to come in here. I might move the stream back to 10 o'clock. Let me know. I need to move the stream back to 10 o'clock. Put it in the chat. Look, I made the banner. I told Kate, look, Kate, just give me the banner blank because the schedule changes. I'll just add in those things. So if I need to move back to 10 o'clock, let me know. 10 o'clock works better for y'all. We can make 10 o'clock. But damn, what I missed. You think they're going to do Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. with Hawkeye? I think so, bro. Like, if you mean like connecting with stuff that's coming out in the movies, I think so. Like I'm saying, I think this could be the first time that we see a Disney Plus show be impacted mid-series with what's going on in a movie, right? Oh, you came in from Nerd Theory? That's no, that's cool. I just didn't know. Like, if I move back to 10, I'll move back to 10, bro. I just love having you all in there. Like that's just a thought that, you know. Bruh, both of these joints is going on at the same time, Christmas time. One is going on at Christmas time, and also two, like 10 better, but that's just you. Okay, I'll take that in consideration. You look at the analytics, but like, you appreciate the you appreciate the, you appreciate it. Yeah, look, I don't mind running it back. 10 on Monday works with Nerd Theory. Okay, I didn't know Nerd. Look, I'm gonna be real. I don't watch Nerd Theory. So I'll keep that in mind. But yeah, like I'm saying, the connectivity between one, Hawkeye is being set up to be in Christmas time, a Christmas time story in New York. All right, a Christmas time story in New York. You know what else is going on at Christmas time? Spider-Man No Way Home. It's starting off in October, but it's supposed to be going down in the Christmas time. So the whole thought is that, damn, we know that the D'Onofrio is supposed to be coming in to the Hawkeye series in episode 5 and 6. We know that that's supposed to be coming into 5 and 6. Episode 5 and 6. But if you break it down, and square it all up, by the time No Way Home comes out, we'll be in episode 3, between episode 3 and 4. My whole mind, I'm reading the comments too much. But when No Way Home comes out, we'd be in episode 3 and 4, right? That's where we'd be lined up out when No Way Home comes out in Hawkeye. So my thought is, if they give folks 15 minutes, not 15 minutes, 15 days, 2 weeks, a week and a half, to go watch Spider-Man No Way Home, that gives people enough time to figure out Kingpin coming into the MCU from the Netflix universe and it making sense. And to me, that could be a dope way for them to start interweaving the movies, what's actually coming out in the show at the present time. And to me, that's a dope way to tie those things in. Make sure you drop a like, subscribe if you just pop it up in here. But to me, that could be a great time, a great way for them to weave these two shows in, bro. That's what I like, man. That's what I like. Nah, like, I get it. Like, y'all saying, just do your schedule. But look, bro, like, at the same time, like, as much as I appreciate and love you all, like, watching it on the replay, and, like, honestly, like, my man's Trinity told me before, and I always say this to the heart, so that's why I always stream whenever I stream. He says, someone is always streaming. So do you. So that's what I like to do. But at the end of the day, one of the best parts of doing this is chatting with you guys. Like, as much as I see you all in the replay, and best believe I see you all in the replays. I love chatting with you all live. I love having you all in the live. So if there's something I can do to help more of you all being here live, like being here live, look, we're a new channel. Like I'm willing to be flexible. Like I'm willing to like move things around, to work with shit. Like that's it. You know what I mean? That's the game. I'm waiting on that on the next main game stream. Definitely, like I try to work around their schedule. At the end of the day, like I respect the main game stream. Like I don't want to be streaming at the same time as them. Like, you know what I mean? Like that's just one. I enjoy being in the main game stream, so I'm not gonna stream at the same time as them because like one. That's part of my enjoyment is watching their stream. That's what I love to do as a nerd first is watch their stream. You know what I mean? So it's like working with that stuff, working around schedules, it's not necessarily as much as like, he's just trying to get as many people in as he can. But I kind of am because I like talking with you guys, and I love having as many people in here talking with you guys in the chat as possible. So that's just what it is. Like if I move the stream back to 10 o'clock and that'll help more folks be in here, I do that because I love talking with you all and having more of you all in here. That's just my little 2 cents on that. My little 2 cents. But like I said, my man Trinity told me to give me the best piece of advice I got in the stream game so far. He said somebody is always streaming. Somebody is always streaming. Nikki, stop simping for all the content creators. Nah, Nikki, I appreciate the love. Ashton is mad because you give love to a homie. It's another homie. But nah, all right, before I get out of here, because I hear the missus upstairs, before I get out of here, can I just gush a little bit? I love The Mandalorian season 2. Like for real. Like it might be one of the best shows, like the best seasons, part of the best television that I've watched, and I don't know how long, bro. Like I've gone back and rewatched the series again. Just like I've been rewatching the series right now. My wife and I rewatched episode 3 today. You know, with Bo-Katan. And can you create that quality content and people will make time and show up? That's facts, Felicity. It's on me. But bruh, when I tell you, going back watching Mando season 2, jeez, man, like that joint is so much better than what I remember. Like being able to go back and appreciate it and being like, the fact that the missus is watching Mandalorian season 2 with me right now, and I after look, we watched the frog episode. I think we actually watched 2 episodes today. I think we sat there and watched 2 episodes today, and we watched the frog episode 2, and I was like, yo, this is a pretty good show, ain't it? She's like, yeah, it's actually pretty good. And she's not down with Star Wars. Like, she feels like the one thing that gets her down on Star Wars is the laser blast. And honestly, that was one thing before I got into Star Wars. That's one thing that got me down. Like, I just wasn't, like, down with that. But, like, she's feeling Mandalorian. And, like, it's just that season 2 vibe. Like, the tone of season 2, the action of season 2. I forgot how much Mando got. Here's 2 things I forgot how much went down. 3 things, actually. First thing first, the music. I appreciate the music so much rewatching the series that, like, the music in season 2 hits. Ludwig Göransson does his thing with the music in season 2, bro. Like, the music hits, bro. The music hits in season 2 so much that, like, I can't knock it. And then 2, the action in season 2. Every episode, like the hand-to-hand combat. Like I forgot how much Mando, I forgot how much Din Djarin was actually beating people up. Not like he was going in. He's doing his work. Bo-Katan in season 3. In episode 3, she pulled out the knife. She's doing damage with the knife. Like she's like that knife that come out of her gauntlet. Like she's going ham. And then 3, I forgot about the interaction with Grogu. Grogu is very interactive in this season. So you guys remember, like, the things I've said, like, my thought was, man, I bet Grogu can actually talk. I remember saying that. I was like, man, I think Grogu can actually talk. He just be holding back. And he still could be. But, like, the way he's communicating with his little cooing and stuff Like the interaction with Grogu in this season is out off the charts, and we're just in episode 3. I'm excited to get to episode 4. I'm excited to get episode 4. So yeah, like just rewatching that, it's been dope. It's really dope. Like it's pretty dope. Pretty effing dope. Pretty effing dope. Ashley says, Kendall, honestly, I think all your stream times are good, but yeah, I suppose you could go at like 9:30 or 10 or Central Monday nights, maybe get more people out of the K. It's honestly not a big deal. It's not a big deal, bro. It's not a big deal, but you also gotta. I don't mind talking with you all. Like all you all, like I could be transparent, maybe a little too transparent, but like at the same time, when somebody here talking, I don't know. When the I don't know. I'm gonna leave that thought. But yeah, it's time to get on out of here. It's time to get on out of here. Thank you guys for the great stream. Look, if you're just popping up in here, go back, catch the replay. We had some pretty good talks. Your boy was sharp. I don't know about y'all, but I went back, retuned some things. One thing I did, like trying to bring guests back on the show to bring the subs up, because we're on the ground to 250 subs. So going back, like, damn, what was I doing in the past? What I was doing in the past was going back and making show notes, making a script for the show. So the first half of this show was fucking sharp. I'm not gonna lie. I'm impressed with myself. We were sharp. Don't take scheduling advice from Ashton. I'm weak. But no, we were sharp in the first half of the show. So make sure you go back and watch that first half, because we was fucking sharp, bro. We was fucking sharp. We was doing our thing. So make sure you go back and check that. But we're about to head up out of here. Again, tomorrow night, the drop party at 12:30. Come through. From 12:30 until 2:45. We'll be going in, giving our final predictions on What If. I think this What If. She was popping off, bro. I think this What If episode with every time I talk about Star Wars, she's popped up in here. But I think this episode with Doctor Strange coming up in episode 4 is going to really blow the lid off of What If. So I'm hyped for this episode. I'm very excited for our chat tomorrow, for our final predictions. So make sure you go and come back tomorrow night at 12:30. If you want to stay up and catch it, I will help you stay up until it drops at 2:40, until it drops at 3 o'clock. I don't do watch parties, but I do some drop parties, and we can have a great conversation. The phone lines will be open tomorrow, so if you want to come in here and just talk about some nerdy shit, we can do that. Also tomorrow, I do plan to actually talk more in depth too about, one, what I'm excited for about Shang-Chi, and two, about some more multiversal stuff. We had this Doctor Strange coming up tomorrow in What If, so we are going to be talking multiversal stuff and what we could be seeing with the multiverse and with all this mutant rumors and stuff like that. So make sure you come back tomorrow at 12:30 for that. And then of course on Wednesday, we're going to be having a wrap up, the recap of the episode. If the episode's fire, I'm going to come on here tomorrow night after the episode airs. But I hadn't done that yet. Early sleep for me tomorrow night, man. I feel you. Hey, Wizard is never late. He's either early or decides. Yep. That being said, your boy is out. Your boy is out. As I always say, go watch something nerdy. Star Wars, MCU, DC. Go watch some Titans. Go watch something nerdy. Share it with a friend. Bring them here to the dojo. We'll turn them from a normie into a nerd. I am your normie sensei. Master cut with normies to nerds. I will see you all tomorrow night for the drop party. Peace out. Much love. See you later. I'ma make a match with the boss. I'ma make a match with the boss. they want bars? Do they want bars? I'ma make a match with the bars. I'ma make a match with the bars. But I take it that they want them anyway, so I'm swing them every day. I'ma come over here and tell them to swing it my way. Like we running in on it, I'ma do my dance on it. I'ma make some dance on it, make it rain. Make it rain just like it's Ida. I don't give a damn, I'ma pull up, I'ma slide on it. And let it glide on it. I glide on it, hit the moonwalk on it just like an MJ. Fade away just like an MJ or Kobe. Walking like it's 2 feet. All these people know me. Walking through the club and I got the shit so smoky. Smoke is my aura around it and I be pounding. Everybody's wanting to know what I got to pound up. I got to pound up the good, wanna take a hit. Talking about the ranch of the gelato, you want to take a sniff. Take a sniff and you can smell to get that good stuff. Go ahead and get lit up. Go ahead and get pissed up. Pass around, hit the Dutch and knock it down. Damn, Steph, how I knock it down. But enough of them Steph lines, I'm opening my dime. Damn, talking just like Teflon. Damn, I'm running out of lines, so let me get back to the comments when I rhyme it. I spit it so real, it make me want to vomit. Cause I'm sick and I'm ill with it. I'm real with it. Real with the Smith and the Wesson. How these people want to talk, I want to give them a lesson. Put them in the damn booth like it's Usher in Confessions. I don't really gotta tell you no more, the time is a lesson. Take these lessons and take these notes. Every time these people wanna look at me and go and vote. Vote in the polls for some things, help me know some things. Wanna go ahead and skate it like a roller race. We can skate around these theories all you want to. We can come back and really make it what it do. Whoops, I said do, but I'm the shit, you can smell it. Everybody know my hand in the car, so I doubt it. I keep it real in the club, you know just how I be. My name is King Kutch and I'm always VIP. I'm VIP when I'm rolling through the dips. Smoking on some much, you know I just kill the zip. We get the zip and the acapella beat going. And how the hell does the sensei really keep flowing? I don't know, cause I ain't even really a rapper. I ain't even really a trapper either. But I definitely ain't no fucking actor, cause I keep it 100 and I keep it straight real. I ain't over here trying to break off no fucking deals like that Woodley fight. That shit be straight red. And I'm over here trying to do it big, trying to make it over here. That's how I fucking live. Make sure you drop a like and subscribe to the fucking vids, cause we on the road to 250, and I ain't talking distance either. All these people over here want to go and repent either. We ain't even on the road to 250. We on the road to 1,000 and 225. You know what it's about, man. We on the fucking now like a salad dressing. All these people trying to get us and they know they hating. All right, I'm done. I don't really got bars like that. We out. I'll see you guys tomorrow night. Dope. Peace, love, and chicken grease.